Namaste, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Yoga Bliss with Shelly. I started this vlog 3 years ago, and I started by sharing just me. And I've been doing a lot of yoga classes, which has been awesome. But I've decided with this new year, I want to get back to my roots and why I created this channel. So life is this incredible journey, right? And after the holidays, and now we're in this new year, we're in 2020 here. I know for me, there's a lot of mixed feelings and emotions. I feel I have so many things that I've accomplished and I feel great about. And then I also have some things that I feel really bad about. I have things that I feel like I didn't accomplish, or I feel like I failed at. I'm a mom, and I have my daughter just turned 10, and I can't even believe that she's 10, but she's 10. She had her 10th birthday, and a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I have this rise and flow of motherhood and how I feel about being a mom. And I love being a mom. It's one of the most challenging and rewarding jobs that I've ever done in my life. There's moments where my ego tries to come over and tell me that I'm not doing enough in my life. It's so much. So I did hair in the beauty industry professionally for 14 years, and I was really good. I was a master stylist. I was charging $250 for a cut and a color at the end of my career, and I was doing good and making great money. And when my husband and I started having kids, I decided just to work part-time because I wanted to raise my kids. I wanted to be around in their life, so I just was part-time. And my husband, he is an electrician, and so he worked all week, and then we would swap. So we would see each other, maybe on the weeknights. And there was a small period of time, a couple of years actually, where I would work some nights, and so we wouldn't see each other. Our marriage got really shitty. We fell out of love several times, almost got divorced. This is a lot of things I'm fitting into this short little thing. And I would work weekends, so we never saw each other. We didn't have a relationship, and we would only argue about the kids or what we weren't doing or finances. And then I stopped doing hair. It was 2 years ago. It was one of these crazy universal things that this opportunity came up for me to take yoga teacher training. And it was something that I had been thinking about. I loved yoga. I was practicing it, but I didn't have a lot of confidence, and I didn't really know where I was going with it. I didn't think I don't even know if I thought I was gonna be a yoga teacher. I just was being open. And I remember the first time I came to my husband with the idea, but I would have to stop doing hair was the thing. I would have to stop my career doing hair. And my husband had just started his own company as an electrical contractor, and it was really rough the first year, like really rough. Like we were on state aid for the first year, and that's really embarrassing, and I don't ever want to share that, but we were, because he was starting a new company, and I was only working the weekends, and we were living off of my money. We were like 2 months behind on mortgage. Actually, we never fell behind on mortgage. We somehow scraped it all together, and we never fell behind on that, because we always wanted to keep our credit up, and we did. But we survived that year, and then it was his second year, and he was doing good, and he was actually making money and paying himself. And then we had this conversation, and he was like, no, you can't do that. Like, it was scary for me to not work. I've worked my entire life. I started working when I was 13 at Wendy's. Then I worked at Chinese Combo Express, this little Asian Chinese restaurant in a mall. It was a terrible job. I was making it was minimum wage, like $5 back then, maybe $4.25. I'm 36 now, so I don't even know where I was going with this story. The evolution of how I got to where I am, it's crazy. And I sat down with my twin flame soul sister. This is this incredible woman that we met, and it was like, oh, the world stopped. And I've been friends with her for 3 years now, and she's this incredible person. But she said, Shelly, you're the only one who puts limitations on your life. So I sat with that for a moment, and I thought, I'm limiting myself. I'm stopping myself from doing what I want to do or from following my heart. And I honestly, I used to love doing hair. I used to love getting hair in the makeup, and I would wear the big fluffy bouffant hair and do all the fun colors and the fancy nails, and I loved it at the time. And as I started awakening my soul on this path of enlightenment, or maybe it is that I am enlightened here in this moment, that I stopped loving it. I stopped having a passion because in my industry, it just became more of like a pool of gossip, and I became a therapist, which was, I enjoyed that part. I did enjoy it, and then I in moments thought, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming, I can't do it. And it literally just like aligned. And I was reading at the time Gabrielle Berenstein's book, The Universe Has Your Back, and I just allowed myself to be guided. And I asked the universe for a sign, and I said, okay, universe, because I just started meditating pretty hardcore that summer. I was meditating like a psycho crazy person. It was the summertime before this happened, and I was meditating. I would wake up super early, like 45 minutes to an hour every day, sometimes 2 hours, because my kids were still asleep, and I would just vibe out. And I asked for a sign. I had 2 signs. I asked for an Om symbol. If you don't know what that is, it looks like this. And I asked for a lotus. And within 2 days, both of my signs showed up in like crazy ways. One of the ways, I was watching my sister's daughter, and she showed up, and when she opened the door, she dropped a necklace with a pendant of an Om symbol. And I was like, wait, what? Where did that come from? And she said, oh, I was in the Tibetan shop, and I saw this, and I thought of you. And then within the next day, I was drinking my favorite yogi tea, which, hello, I'm drinking now even. I drink like every day this green kombucha, this brand of tea. And I unpeeled the box, and if you've ever drinking those boxes, they have different patterns and things. And what was inside of that one? A lotus. And then within that week, my husband said, babe, you can do it. And I did it, and I went through this yoga teacher training, and it has forever changed the journey of my life. So no matter what your fears are, what your worries are, if you're having that self-doubt, if you're feeling like a success or a failure in your life, that we all have those moments. And even me on this path, just this morning, I feel like a huge failure of a mom. My son was telling me how much he hated me because he has a little cold, but he just had 20 days off of school. And he told me how much he hates school, and he didn't want to go to school. And I'm the worst mom ever because, this is quoting my son, I want him just to be smart just like me. It was like, and then my 5-year-old starts bawling in the seat behind him, saying that school makes him feel like he's gonna puke. And that was my morning. And so this morning I had these glimmers of feeling like a failure of a mom. But know, my friends, that wherever you are on your journey with, if you're a parent or if you're on this path to enlightenment, you're a yogi, if you're like me, writing a book, editing it. Okay, this is my book, you guys. I'm going to be reading it to you. I'm going to actually record reading this to you here. That we have to just trust, so we can set these intentions and do all the steps and try to be the person that we want to be. But there's moments where we're going to feel like we've completely failed. And know this, I live by this, that you never failed at something that you try. You're going to succeed eventually. And we must shift our expectations of what success is, because what is success? What is the definition of success? Is it somebody who's super wealthy, has all the money, and has yachts and Porsches and works all the time? Because a lot of times people who are really successful, they can be really happy, but some people can be miserable. And knowing that there's some cultures where people are dirt poor and they're so happy. So being a success or a failure has whatever power that you choose to give it. So you can be a failure, or you could be a success in your eyes, or you can choose to just show up in every moment and do your best. And sometimes our best looks crazy, and maybe we're psycho, and maybe we want to bawl our eyes out, or maybe we feel angry and we want to punch a wall. Like this morning, my husband and I got into an argument, and we were working out, and he slammed down his weights, and it jolted me. But I thought, in that moment, I knew that that's just what he needed to do to get that out. Because sometimes we're not all perfect, and we're not always going to be happy and excited. And even if you're on a path for spiritual enlightenment or whatever it is, that we are just people and we must feel our feelings, my friends. Because if we don't allow ourselves to feel these feelings, then they get trapped, we get sick, and we get yucky things. So I'm ranting on, but know that I love you, and I'm going to be doing more of this. I'm going to still share my practices because I love sharing yoga. It's so fun. I love that expression of movement and connecting to that divinity within us. But I also love this. I crave this connection. I crave to be, I don't know, called a self-help coach or a self-love coach. I crave to teach you or to show you that you can be your best self, and that no matter where you are on your path, you have to start here in now, in this moment. You can't look to yesterday and the day before and keep comparing yourself and comparing yourself. And even I do that. I get stuck in comparing myself because I have this thought that the only person I can compare myself is to me, right? Which is good, but sometimes I have really good days and then I have bad days, and if I try to compare myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing worse today than I was yesterday. That is okay wherever you are, because we're all people. Energy comes, emotions, thoughts, they come. It's up to us to hold on to them or let them go. Here I am. This is me. I'm Shelly. I am your yogi friend. I am here inspired. I'm here growing this awesome YouTube channel, and I want to say thank you so much to all of you incredible followers. And I am so grateful for those of you who leave your amazing comments. I love that. It's just like, not that I need affirmation from you or recognition, but it feels good. And know that I am here for you and I love you. And I'm on this crazy journey of life, and I'm not perfect. I'm just a mom and I'm a yogi, and I'm showing up. And I'm showing up for you, and I'm showing up for me and my life. And I know that this year is going to be the best years of our life. This year, because the best year of your life and my life is this one. And it's what we make of it today. And all we can do is the best that we can do today, this week. So maybe look at your week and see, what do you want your week to look like? What things do you want to achieve or accomplish this week? What is it? What are the things that you want to do? Like me, I record a podcast, I record a yoga vlog, and I edit my book. This good old fat book that I've sent out, that I'm finding all of these typos. That's okay, because I'm doing it. But these are the things I do. But I'm also a mom, so my kids are my number one priority. I clean my house. I want a tidy house. I do my dishes. I do laundry and make the beds, because I strongly believe that if our environment is a chaotic, cluttered mess, then so is this mind. So look around, and maybe even if it's just tidying up a little bit, tidy up your house. Do the things. If you have a goal, maybe you want to start playing the guitar. Or you have a guitar sitting in the corner, because I actually do. My husband's off and on wanted to play the guitar for 5 years. Pick the guitar up. Sit with it for 5 minutes a day. Maybe you're having a lot of turmoil. Pick up a journal. Get some blank pages and just write how you're feeling. Maybe you're not feeling so healthy. Maybe the holidays you slipped up, you drank a lot, you ate a lot. Maybe you gained 5-10 pounds. I feel like I gained like 6 pounds. That's okay. Show up on your yoga mat. Show up in Yoga Bliss with Shelly. Go to yoga with Adrienne. Adrienne's freaking awesome. I love her. Go to a CrossFit class. Take a high intensity, a low intensity. Here on YouTube, I've YouTube Red. I'm a YouTuber, so I support this lovely platform who's so amazing. You can do any workout that you want, and I think it's like $15 a month for no commercials. If you like commercials, rock on, do that. Show up for yourself. Eat healthy foods. Don't go out to fast food restaurants. Try to say that. Try to really be mindful of the food that you're putting in. Make sure you're getting healthy vegetables. If you are a meat eater, eat clean, organic meat that doesn't have hormones. Or notice, say you snarf a bag of potato chips, that's fine, but chips are so good. If you feel like crap, say, oh yeah, maybe next time I'm gonna just have like a handful of chips. Maybe instead of eating the whole pint of ice cream, I did that yesterday. Okay, yeah, I kind of felt crappy after. I'm only gonna eat a bowl of ice cream out of the pint. Okay, I love you. I could, for all an hour, I could sit here and talk to you. I love you, my friends, and I look forward to doing more of this more of this inspired. If you look way back, it's so crazy to watch this channel. This is how we started, just doing this. And I would read my books, and it was really fun. And yeah, I'm just getting back to my roots here. Rock on. Here's to you and to me, and here's to a better 2020. Here's to growing us, and here's to us being compassionate of ourselves when we're having all the feelings and the thoughts and emotions, and knowing that we're not perfect, that we're all perfectly imperfect. I love you, my friends, and I'm beyond grateful for you, and I'm so grateful for this platform. And yeah, I'm here, I'm doing it, and you're doing it. You are doing it. You're showing up for you, and I'm so proud of you. And be proud of yourself. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself acknowledgement. I love you, my friends. I will see you back here very soon. Very soon. Namaste. Namaste, you.